Friend, you are welcome to this presentation. In this presentation, we are considering effective leadership and digital entrepreneurship skill development for youths, specially targeted at the Boys Brigade, Delta State Chapter, Boys Brigade of Nigeria. We're going to look at effective leadership and digital skill development. Anyway, there are two topics, but we'll see how we can manage the two topics into one. Effective leadership. First, in this presentation, we need to see actually true definition of leadership. What is leadership? Especially what is effective leadership? Then secondly, we need to see some references, people that have made their mark in terms of leadership. We also need to look at area of leadership where we need leaders today and where you need to discover and come up with your skill and that will mark you out as a leader. Then we need also to see the quality characteristics of leadership. There are things that you need to master that must be in your life if you must make effective leadership. And above all, we need to look at the pitfall that could make leadership not to be effective. Then, in the area of where leaders are needed, we look at the digital skill, which is one of the needed area right now in our 21st century. But to start with, we must let us know that there are two classes of people in the world: leaders and followers. Know that you are either a leader or you are a follower. It is not a sin, it's not an offense to be a follower, but definitely you can't remain a follower forever in your life. Even in followership, you can develop your leadership skill. Leaders, most time, people assume that they are born leaders. People who were just naturally gifted as leader. No. Leaders are made, but not born. You will discover that every true leader in the world were born like any other human being, but they decided to work on their area of strength and they manifested the quality of leadership and they were recognized by their world. So you are, if you must be an effective leader, you must work and develop your skill. Definitely. You see a man called Nimrod in the Bible, for instance, which it was recorded that Nimrod became great as a hunter. Look at it. What made him great, a leader? Because he was a hunter. Through hunting, he developed expertise and he became a national figure. Before them, you will see a lot of names that came up before Nero, but none of them were known. At the end, if you look at that story very well in the Bible, you see that Nero was the champion, was the leader that led the building of the Tower of Babylon. He became a leader through developing his skill. So also, you must know that for you to be an effective leader that people will follow, you need to develop. And that is why we say leaders are made, but not born. So, what is your skill? What is your area of expertise? There are spaces in the world that is looking for leadership. The world is looking for true leaders. Can you be one of those leaders? In what ways can the world rate you and measure you as a true leader? Effective leadership. Effective leadership is different from ineffective leadership. So what is the difference? The difference is when we say somebody is effective in leadership, he leads people with sympathy, with empathy, with the concept of the people. That is effective leadership. He carries the people along, and the people freely, willingly subject to him and leads them in that direction. That is effective leadership. On the other hand, we have people that have demonstrated ineffective leadership. Such people are full in history. People like Hitler, Napoleon Bonaparte, and most of our African authoritarian leaders, they lead people by force. In most time, they come into power without the concept of the people. That is ineffective leadership. So, where are you? We have seen great leaders in the world, in contemporary world and in history. People like Moses, Joshua, Elijah, Elisha, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and the disciples. These are examples of how people are made through leadership. They subjected themselves to followership, and from followership, they became leaders that were recognized. So every one of us, we have the capacity to become leaders. If only we can discover our unique gifting, our area of expertise. As I said, there are leadership gaps in our society. Yes, there are leadership gaps that we need to fill. So we need to look at the areas that are in need of leadership. There are so many areas that we need to look at. For instance, in the area of politics, we need young people today who can become leaders of nations, especially in Africa. In Nigeria, for instance, we have had so much of recycled politicians, old stock, and Albert Einstein said, using the same thing, the same people, year in and year out, and you are expecting results, is madness. So we need a leadership shift in Nigeria, for instance. That is why we are at this time around believing God that people like His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, who represent a new brand of leadership, should come in to be the president of this nation. And I believe that can get us out of the mess we are into today. Because without the leadership is the problem. That is why Nigeria is still one of the highest debtors to the World Bank, poverty headquarters in the world, most terrorized country in the world, most out of school children in the world, highest number of unemployed youth in the world. It is a problem of leadership. If we can get it right in the forthcoming election and get a brand new, young, dynamic, innovative, energetic, creative people like Peter Obi, Nigeria can get it right. We pray we will not miss that chance. So we need to fill the leadership gap. And I want to say, the problem is some of us youths, between our 30, 35, 40, we are docile. That is why the old stock are still being there. We have been told that the future belongs to the youth. The youths are the leaders of tomorrow. And that notion has kept some of you where you are without bringing out the leadership capacity in yourself. I tell you, most people that change the world, they were between the ages or 25, 30, 35. So if you think you are within that range, the world wants to see you. The world wants to hear from you. Fill in the leadership gap. Not only that, in the area of industries, yes, captain of industries, we need leadership. Leaders who can run industries and run them successfully. Aliko Dangote of Nigeria, the richest man in Africa, is a typical example in that area. People that master the art of industry, that are running businesses, there are very few, especially in Nigeria. That is why we see that there's no work. People are just contented with working and maybe like teachers, civil service, but in the area of industry, we need leaders like you. But not only that, we need professionals in the area of law, medicine, education, etc. Leaders are needed in this area. In the area of professional services like law, medicine, engineering, education, leaders are needed who can fix things right. So the opportunity is open for you. Can you showcase what you need, what you have? You have been embedded by God with the quality of leadership. The seed of leadership is in you. You cannot afford to disappoint your world. So there's a vacancy in these professional areas like law, engineering, nursing, medicine, education, and all that. So we need leaders. In the area of religion, yes, we need dynamic, sincere, result-oriented leaders in the area of religion that will bring out the truth, like people like Charles J. Finney, a lawyer who became an evangelist, and he virtually became one of the greatest evangelists that ever lived in our generation, in the generation past. So we need leaders who can take over, who can bring a reformation in the area of religion. Can you be the one? Think about that. Leaders in the banking industry, we need leaders who will come up with new way of banking. Yes, we need leaders like you. Banking, please step up. Make sure that you discover your area of talent among this area we are mentioning, so that you can be. Today, I am glad to inform you that the United Nations is looking for leaders who can bring about the Sustainable Development Goal, the SDGs. Yes, we need leaders. They are looking for leaders like you, young people, who will come out with new ideas on how to eradicate poverty, hunger, poor health, poor education, social injustice. And in my capacity, by the special grace of God, we are training young people how on this area, how to bring their leadership capability to scale up to the global level, because the world is a big gap. The unsustainable way of living has kept us where we are, and the world is deteriorating. For instance, climate change is a problem. Poverty, hunger is a problem. Injustice, social biases, these are problems. Gender inequality. So leaders are needed, like young people especially, who can come up with new ideas. And we are, in my organization, the Metaverse Skill Academy and Network, we are training leaders who can develop their capacity and become global players. You could be lucky to be part of those who mentor. And once you master the art of sustainable development in line with the UN SDG, the sky cannot be your limit. You can no longer be a local champion. By the grace of God, this area has taken me far. Today, I am one of the 100 endorsed global innovators for the SDG. 100 endorsed as meaningful business developer for the SDGs. I'm also endorsed by the Africa Union as TVET, Technical Vocational Education Training in Africa. That is leadership. In West Africa, I have been endorsed as gender-friendly innovator, somebody that brings out solution, gender-friendly, that help the youths and the women to be meaningfully engaged. I have been endorsed as in West Africa as a gender-friendly innovator. In Nigeria, by the grace of God, I have a patent license by the federal government of Nigeria because of my involvement in innovation, creativity. I've received several scholarship and award from Google in the Google Africa Digital Scholarship Scheme in 2019, 2020, and 2021 in the area of Android development, website development, and all that. So these are areas that the world is looking for. People like you can become an effective leader in any of these areas. Above all, as we talk about effective leadership and digital skill development, before we cap it up with some of the characteristics that will make you effective leader, we need to say that those people that have discovered into the digital space are the ruler of our world now. Can you remember names like Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, a young man in his 30, 40, is counted today as one of the greatest men in our world, as I think number 5th or 6th richest person in the world. You know, Joe Bezos, the owner of Amazon, in the digital space, Joe Bezos is the number 1 in terms of riches, wealth in the whole world, because he has fixed himself in the digital space. You know, Bill Gates, the software wizard, into software computing, today is among the great men in the world. So we are saying that you also can develop your leadership skill and become very useful and make your impact. When you develop your digital skill, for instance, you create job for yourself. Today we have a lot of youths out there who are saying, because there's no work, they are into scamming, into prostitution, into armed robbery. No, that should not be. If you discover the opportunities in the digital world and you position yourself as a leader in that area, you cannot lack. Right from your home, you can learn, you can work, and you can earn. That is what the world has become now. They call it the new normal, in the new era. We are in a new era, the new normal. The world is now a global village through the digital technology, digital channel, and the internet. So you can take a position, you can discover these things and begin to work on it. I'm glad also to inform you, in our institution, the Head Skill Academy for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, we have developed hundreds and thousands of digital skills that could help you to scale up. For instance, we train people on how to become YouTube entrepreneurs. Yes, YouTube entrepreneur. You are listening to me right now on YouTube. By the time you develop, we coach you how to develop a channel. You begin to work, make videos, both short videos and long videos, and YouTube begin to partner with you to pay you. And a lot of people are living on that. Not only that, we have what we call freelancing digital skill. As a freelancer, you can work using any skill you have developed. We also train people on that to monetize your skill online. That's a freelancer, and that's a digital skill that you need also to develop. We have also entrepreneurship. Authors are those that publish and write online, and it is a business empire. Today, I have virtually written and published 90 books. 90 books written and published, and all of them are online, except few. Okay, one of them is The Economy of the Mind. This book, The Economy of the Mind, have been interpreted, translated into virtually every major languages of the world because of what it does. It helps people to discover the potentials, the resources of the human brain, which is one of the areas that we are going to consider as we talk about the ingredients that make for effective leadership. So The Economy of the Mind is just one of the books I've written. The other one on the digital marketing has also been interpreted to virtually every languages of the world. And I have at least 90 books which help me to earn on daily basis, and it's online, 24 hours, you have no limit. Not only that, you have bloggers, entrepreneur. Bloggers are those that construct blog, speak through their blog. Blog is like your online office where you can address the world, you can communicate with the world. While you are communicating, Google partner with you through Google AdSense, and you are paid. Not only that, we have affiliate marketers or affiliate marketing. It's another digital skill that we also train people on to be as an affiliate marketer. You just need only your internet connectivity with your phone, and you share products with the world through your affiliate link, and you are paid. It's another ball game. Not only that, we still have what we call digital photography. Digital photography, with your phone camera, you can make a living by taking nice pictures which are used as sold online. There are organizations that specializes on that. Those who are interested, you could reach us. We will definitely guide you. We also have what we call digital or virtual consultancy. Virtual consultancy is based on your skill that you use to consult for other companies, other people all over the world, and it is something that you can master. And we also teach people on how to become a virtual consultant. I think I have a book on virtual consultancy, which can help you to learn about that. We still have e-commerce. E-commerce is a multi-billion business right now worldwide. Amazon, for instance, is one of the largest e-commerce house, and Joe Bezos, the owner of Amazon, is made rich and is the richest man in the world through e-commerce, and it's still there an opportunity for you. We still have what we call website creators and promoters. You can create website for people. I know some young people I have mentored who are in the university right now, and what they are doing to earn a living, to sponsor themselves, is creating website for people, and they also maintain the website. So these are real opportunity for you. We have also coding entrepreneurs, digital marketers, coding, and those that specialize in the language of the AI, artificial intelligence, that use that coding system to design things, and they are paid. In fact, it's one of the highest paying area right now in the digital world. So digital marketing, virtual consultants, social media influencer. You can become a social media influencer to any company worldwide, and you are paid right from your home. These are digital skills. We have them abundantly. Those who promote traffic to website, and they are paid. You can sell traffic, you can promote traffic. So we specialize in teaching, mentoring, and grooming young people on these digital skills. We train them also on how to innovate on digital skills. The world is innovating, changing. There's digital transformation. How do you innovate so that you can become a leader? Today, by the grace of God, I am a digital leader. I am a leader in green entrepreneurship. I'm a leader in the SDG. I'm also a leader as an interdenominational global evangelist. Yes, in the area of evangelism. So you must identify your area of leadership and position yourself. What about in the area of our drug development? In the area of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, AutoCAD, medical coding. These are various areas we are teaching people in partnership with some global bodies like the Skill Development Council in Canada, the United Nations Sustainable Development Solution Network. We teach young people, women, on these skills, and we certify them. Once you have these skills and you are satisfied with us, the sky is not your limit. You can walk decently and decently right from the comfort of your home. So we hope some of you could be privileged to be part of this training on practical instruction on how you can become. Lastly, as we end, there are some things that will make you to become more effective in your leadership development. There are some ingredients that you need to add. That's why I said leadership is not born, but is made. So what are those things that make our leaders build in themselves, that make them to become effective, and they are becoming global household name? Number one, intelligence. If you lack intelligence, you cannot be a leader or an effective leader. What do I mean? Intelligence is foresight. It is the use of the brain. There's a portion of the brain that is called the idea center, the center of inspiration. It's called the PFC, located at the frontal lobe. Most time we have been told that we have how many senses? 5 senses. Seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, feeling. Those are the 5 senses we have been told. But you know it's a lie. There's a sixth sense. Until you discover and use it, you will remain in nonentity. You will live and die like an animal. That's why it has been said that only 2% of people make things to happen, while 98% of human beings live and die like nonentity, because they have not discovered the sixth sense. That sixth sense is the PFC, prefrontal cortex, that God Himself put in your brain. Until you discover it, you cannot break evil, and no person can even trust you until you discover your brain, that part of the brain, and begin to use it. That is what marked Daniel out. Read the book of Daniel in the Bible. The Bible says he had a keen mind, a keen brain. Joseph, name it. Abraham was an innovator. They used their brain. So that is a specialized topic. You need foresight, insight, intelligence, the wits, which is part of the brain. And it is the reason why I wrote this book, The Economy of the Mind, to help people to discover that part of the brain and how to use it. So you might be lucky to access this book either directly from us. We have the soft copy which you can access through your email, or the digital copy through Amazon. If you can get it from us or through Amazon, that could make the big beginning, breakthrough for you. So, number one thing you need as an effective leader that people can trust in any of these areas we have mentioned is intelligence. Number two, energy. No person wants to follow a weak leader. You must know more than, or you must have strength more than your followers. If people know you have energy, which includes your skill, what you can do more than others, naturally people will follow you. Today, I have mentees all over Nigeria, all over Africa, and all over the world who are training, mentoring on some of these things we are talking about. because they see the skill, the energy. So you must have your skill, the energy, apart from your intelligence. Number three, you must have character. Yes, your character should not repel. Your character should not drive people away. Your character must be trustworthy. You must be a trustworthy leader that people can rely on in any aspect, in any area. People should see you not as a terror. So your character matters a lot in relation to every area of your life. So for you to be an effective leader, you must mind, one, your intelligence, your energy, your character. Number four, you must be an effective organizer of time. You must manage your time. Benjamin Franklin has said, he said the greatest thing in the world have been done by those who systematize their time and manage their activities. You must manage your time, systematize your activities, and manage your time. If you are a time waster, you cannot be effective leaders, and people will not want to associate with you. So you must manage your time effectively. Number five, you must have specific knowledge, specialized knowledge that people can know you have something they need. No person wants to follow a dollar. So what is your knowledge base as a leader, as an effective leader? Do you know the scripture, for instance, as a Christian leader? Do you know about the field of engineering, medicine, education? Just like I said, digital technology. You must be a specialist in one of these areas for people to associate so that they can benefit from your knowledge. Without that, you cannot have great followership. So, knowledge, very, very important. Then, you must be able also to manage money. Money. The art of making money, creating money, managing money, saving money, and investing money. Take note of that thing. Those steps again. Making it, managing it, investing it, saving it. If you are the type that is rough with money, you cannot be an effective leader. So these things, with other characteristics like humility, ability to communicate, are the things that make effective leaders. You must be focused. You must develop your area of specialty, that people will know that once you get this young man out to do this thing, he will deliver. That is what the world is looking for. It's not looking for parabolators, talkative, non-entities. So who are you? In what area are you gifted? Where can the world celebrate you? Thomas Edison was a leader in the area of science and technology. Yes, was known with over 100 patent discoveries. That is leadership. As I said, it is not until maybe you are up there as bishop, as this, before people recognize you as a leader. One of the men I try to emulate is Dr. Umar Opai. He's not a founder of a church, but despite being under a church, he's still a great leader. The world is celebrating. That is leadership. He developed his skill as an evangelist, despite that he's under a church, and he's still making global impact. That is leadership. For instance, I know myself as an evangelist, and I have been working on this area for over 35 years now. I'm developing it, and today I'm having a ministry as a trainer of evangelists, as a global evangelistic campaigner. In addition to that, as a scientist, I developed my scientific skill, and today I am an innovator, I'm an inventor, I'm a writer. So I have mastered this area, and people know definitely this is a leader in this area. Friend, as we summarize, you must think about yourself. I started by saying it's no harm for you to be a follower, or it will be evil for you to be a follower forever. Which means as you follow, you must develop your unique skill, your expertise. Focus on it and let the world know that this person is a master. And that is effective leadership, which, as we have combined it with digital skill development. If you develop your digital skills, you will say bye-bye to unemployment, to poverty, to hunger, to injustice, especially our young people. Develop your digital skills, and we are here to help you. As I said, in partnership with our global bodies, we can equip you, we can train you practically on some of these areas, and you can become great. You can have a meaningful livelihood and decent means of income. And we can reduce vices, violent extremism. We can reduce terrorism, kidnapping, armed robbery, prostitution. So, what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this offer through the Head of Our Skill Academy for Innovation, and we will partner with you. One of the things you can do for yourself is to subscribe to this video. As you subscribe, you will have other alerts from our presentation, because we have many presentations that you will benefit from. Not only that, you can reach us for your personal consultancy training on WhatsApp, and the number is +234 80 308 996 94. I repeat, +234 80 308 996. Dr. Amos Obi is my name, the principal innovator and director, Head of Our Skill Academy for Innovation. Thank you so much. You are welcome. We hope to meet you in the next presentation as one of our beneficiaries. Subscribe and let us know your question. You are welcome. Bye.